Hello and welcome to Tech and More. As requested by few subscribers, we have come up with more videos creating test cases on a live web page covering different scenarios. Let me know how you feel about the video and if you have any other topics that you want us to create videos on. So let's start. Now, as you can see on the screen right now, we have a tab in front of you and you see four tabs, right? So there is a web page, a registration web page, and we'll be creating different types of test cases for this registration page, as you can see on the screen right now. And for ease, I have split this video into four short videos wherein we'll be covering test cases fields wise or component wise, right? So in this video I'll be talking about the test cases which are more generic, specific to this registration or sign up page, right? So let's focus on the first case for now, which is TC101. And the test case title says validate the user is unable to proceed without filling in the mandatory or required data, right? So all in all, it says that you navigate to the URL and you validate that if the user does not fill the mandatory data and it submits it, then in that case, uh, they're not able to proceed. Cool. So let us go into the steps and the different fields that you see right now, which is created by, reviewed by, version, QA testers log, tester name, date tested, test case, pass, fail, or not executed. These are different parameters that are very important for a test case, and I will not be explaining them right now because I have already explained them in the first video of the series in which I'm putting this video. So if you want, you can go ahead and have a look at that to understand the parameters better. So first, I'll straight away go to the test steps, and the first step says navigate to this URL, which I've already done for you, right? This is the sign up for the developer org. And if you're not sure what is developer org and you want to learn Salesforce more, there is another playlist which says Salesforce concepts to know as a tester, so you go ahead and have a look at that as well. That will help you, right? And then do not fill any data. The second step says, I'm sorry, the second step says do not fill any data. So of course I've not filled up any data. And then the third step says that click on the sign up button, right? So let me go ahead and let me click on sign me up button, and it triggers these errors and it is not letting me go ahead and fill up proceed, right? So that is what the expected result says. It says user should be able to click on the button and error should be triggered on mandatory fields. Cool. That is what the test case 1 is. Now let's go to test case number 2. The test case number 2, the title says, this one, the title says validate all the links on the registration page are clickable and navigate to the correct page, right? This is a very generic test case and there can be n number of test cases. So let's see the steps. The first step, of course, says navigate to this URL. The site should open. Which we've already done. The second step says click on every link one after another, right? So let me go ahead and let me click on the link. Let us go and click on this link. Let us go and click on this link, and let us go and click on this link. And this is login page, and I think we need not click on this, but okay, we'll go ahead and have a look at this as well. So these links have opened and they have navigated us to some specific pages, which they should, right? So let's go ahead and let's see what the expected result says. It says that verify the user is expected is redirected to the expected page on clicking these hyperlinks. The expected result says user should be navigated to these expected web pages on clicking the hyperlinks, which we are able to do. So again, this test case becomes pass, right? Now let's go to the next test case, which is SFTC103. The test case title reads validate the user is not able to proceed without accepting the terms after filling in all the required data, right? So let's see the test steps. Of course, navigate to the URL, which is happening. Second step says fill in all the required data, and the user should be able to fill in the data in the mandatory fields. That is, this is the expected thing, right? So let me go to the web page and let me write it down as Harry Potter, and let me put the email ID as hpotter@abc.com, and I'll put the role as developer, or it's up to you. I'll put it as hog. Country, I'll put it as India, and the postal code will be any random number. And this, I'll put it as this, right? Let me go ahead and let me change it because it might throw an error. And now it says that do not accept the terms, that is uncheck the terms and conditions and click on sign me a button. So in the second step, it said fill in all the required data, which we have done. In the next step, it says do not accept the terms, which is do not check mark the box, and then go ahead, right? So I have done all, but I'm not marking it true. So I'll click on sign me up. See, it says please check this box if you want to proceed. There is an error, and it is not allowing the user to proceed further, right? So this is what the expected result is as well, which says user should not be able to proceed and get an error by the system. This is what is happening. So it's a pass, right? So again, this is how the test case is passed. So these are the three different test cases, the generic test cases with respect to a registration page or a sign up page. And the beauty is that you can use or reuse these test cases for any registration page for that matter. It can be in your project, it can be in your interview, it can be for your learning purpose. You can reuse these test cases. Now, one task for you. I mean, I also have a request to my viewers. So if you feel that you have more generic test cases, I said, do not make it specific to a field, because I'll be discussing the field specific test cases in upcoming videos. If you have any generic test cases ideas, do share it in the comments, right? And I'm not asking for the steps and everything. Just share the test case title, that is this one. Just share the test case title with us in the comments, and let us all learn as a community, right? So I hope that you'll do this and start a chain of collaboration. And thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next video, wherein we'll be discussing how to write the test cases with specific to the name field, right? So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.